What's going on? It's your boy Brennan coming to you again. You already know what it is, man. All things are possible to them that believe, and we're going to make that even more personal. You got to make it personal. All things are possible to you because you believe. That's something I want you to believe and declare over your life every day. Everything is possible to you because you believe. Now, the last time I came to you, I talked to you about the three powerful forces of success: the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you act. Now today I want to focus in on the speaking part of it, because a lot of times we may not know how to respond when adversity arises. You know, we continue to talk about the problem, talk about the issue, talk about the thing that we're going through, but that's not always the best move. I remember back in college when I was training to walk on to the football team down at USF. And I ended up having a knee injury. Went to the doctors. Nobody could figure out what was wrong. I had been on crutches, in a wheelchair for weeks, probably a couple months. And one day, this lady asked me how long I was going to be on crutches. And up until this time, when people would ask me stuff, I would always say I didn't know, because the doctors didn't know. No one had told me anything. So in my mind, and in every response to every question about my injury was, I don't know. So the problem lingered on for weeks, months. And then one day, something sparked in me. And this lady asked me how long I was going to be on these crutches. And something sparked in me that day. And I said, I won't need crutches in 2 weeks. When I believed it, I said it, and something sparked in me. But from that point, I began to act. So the next day I put the crutches down. Next day I put the crutches down. I was walking with a limp. I was still in pain, but I was determined that I was going to work myself to the point where I didn't need crutches anymore. I didn't need that wheelchair anymore. So that was the last day that I walked with crutches. I had the limp. I had to, I was in pain. When I would walk long distances, I would have to stop and take a rest. But I was determined at that point that I was going to change my situation. I mean, I had been on crutches and in a wheelchair for so long that I had lost basically the majority of the muscle definition in one of my legs. When the doctors finally figured out what was wrong with me, they declared all type of things over me. I needed surgery. I was going to have arthritis. I mean, and this was 10 years ago. I wasn't going to be able to do this. I wasn't going to be able to play basketball. I wasn't going to be able to run. All these different things that they declared over me if I didn't have that surgery. But I chose not to have the surgery, but I was also determined that I wasn't going to be a cripple either. So when you look at me today, no crutches, no arthritis, I run a few miles a day, 3-4 miles a day. I play basketball. I do all types of things. Sometimes I may experience a little bit of pain, a little bit of discomfort. Yes, I do. But the key is I got it in my mind that I was going to be healed, and I believed it, and I acted on it. I acted on it, and I worked on it until I got to that point to where I could be where I wanted to be, till I didn't need those crutches, till I didn't need a wheelchair anymore. And that's how you have to be in your life. When you run into situations, when you run into circumstances, you have to decide what you want to happen. You have to decide where you want to be. Speak it and act on it. Think it, speak it, and act on it. It's the same principle. Nothing starts without a thought. Then you activate it with your words, and then your actions follow. That's what you got to get in line. So that's the thing I want you to focus on today. Don't be scared to say what you want. Stop talking about the problem. Stop dwelling on it. Activate your faith through your words and then get to work. It's simple. We can break it down to that simple elementary function. Activate faith with your words and act it out. Get to action. Get to work. And there is absolutely nothing that can stop you. Take yourself out of the victim mindset. Take yourself out of the victim mentality. And this applies to anything. Activate your faith through your words and get to work. It's just that simple. It's your boy. I'm out.